What's up folks, James of Welsh Gamer News here. Just going to do a quick first impression on Formula 1 2015. It came out here in the UK on July the 10th. I think it's due in the US on the 21st of July. The gameplay footage you're seeing now is me doing some multiplayer on the Mexico Grand Prix circuit, which is a new addition to this year's calendar. But here we go. Now just going to quickly run through over the single player. This version of Formula 1 now doesn't have the career mode, which is a bit odd. It's been in every F1 game since F1 2010 came out, and for some reason for this installment the career mode is not actually in there. But there is another mode for all the hardcore racers out there. It's called the Pro Season, where you do all the races at full distance, you have all the rifles at the highest difficulty, and you don't have any assists on. So all the hardcore F1 racers out there, this will be an ultimate challenge for them. Of course, you do have your quick race modes where you can just do a race of your choice at a length of your choice, and of course you got your time trial. Now the driver mechanics here are still as good as ever. It's still easy to pick up and play. When I say it's easy to pick up and play, it's easy for the F1 fans out there to pick up and play. New ones, not, well, they don't have any modes, to get some new F1 fans in. But you can see in this game, I got rammed off the track, as you can see. But my main gripe is with multiplayer. As you probably won't see it on here, but the lag on the multiplayer is just horrendous at the moment, especially. Just give you a rundown of what they got in multiplayer. Now they have 5 types of multiplayer. So you got the beginners, so this is for the completely new guys. So you do like beginner sprint races, so you have no collisions, so you don't ram into anyone, no practice, no qualifying. Then you got the standard sprints, which you got 3 modes there. You got the standard sprint, which is again no qualifying, but you do have collisions on over 5 laps. And then you have calendar greats and wheel to wheel, which are both 25% race distance. You get a one-shot qualifying. You actually have half AI drivers on the grid with dynamic weather, with the AI difficulty set to hard. Then you got the hardcore mode, which is no assists, with one-shot qualifying and 25% race distance, with the endurance at 50% race distance, with a full grid of AI drivers. And then they do a feature race. I believe they do a feature race based on what Grand Prix's just been, because at the moment it's just the British Grand Prix, which has one-shot qualifying at 25% race distance. Then of course you have your custom race mode, which you can actually do a full race distance at full qualifying if you wish. But my main gripe with multiplayer is just the extreme amount of lag that there is in the game, and I got a really good connection. Like I say, you won't see it in this one, but in other races that I've done, all of us have had perfect connection, and the cars just keep morphing forwards and backwards all the time. And if you can see right now, apparently my gap to the 4th place guy is like 1 minute and 23 seconds. Now if you look at the map on the bottom right, does the gap between me and that other guy be 1 minute and 23? I don't think it is. So the timing here is completely off as well. But like I said, hopefully Codemasters can sort this lag out, because it does. It's not just me that's going on about it, but I'm playing the Xbox One version. I've heard the PC version's even worse. Obviously bugs and glitches with that as well, but I'm not too surprised considering when Arkham Knight came out for the PC, and that port was absolutely dreadful, and still to this day that hasn't been re-released on Steam. And before some of you ask why have I got a racing line on, I'm trying a new controller setup. I used to go on the right trigger for accelerate and left trigger for brake, but now I'm actually using the right stick now, and I just feel as if I got a lot more control with the car. But this is a really nice track. My only gripe with it is the fact that they've practically destroyed the first corner, because it used to be a nice little right-hander, but now as you come down you'll see it for yourself. But apparently I'm 1 minute and 25 behind 4th place, and I'm not. We'll have to wait until all the actual F1 drivers come around the circuit. There's a lot of overtaking opportunities around here, so there is a load of glitches in the multiplayer at the moment. The single player should keep you going for a while, but I still don't get to this day why they took the career mode out, because single player wise that was the main thing I enjoyed. Because for example, you started out in say a Marussia, try and impress all the other teams then to get up into like a Sauber or a Toro Rosso, and you just keep going till you eventually in a Ferrari or a Mercedes. Then you start going for championships, and I used to really enjoy that. Now that's gone. I'll still find ways to do it because I do some racing leagues myself. I have no problem with it, but I know a lot of people like playing just the career modes, and with that gone, you can actually, which is a rare thing for 2015, is that you can actually do a full championship season to be your favourite driver. So I can go as Raikkonen, and all in all, I am still pleased with the game. It's still a lot of fun to play, but just the multiplayer is not right at the moment. Codemasters really need to do some fixes on this, and eventually everything will be fine, but I believe they're going to be updating it through the season. But other than that, guys, this is James of Welsh Gamer News. If you want me to do some more videos on F1 2015, just let me know in the comments or let me know on my Facebook page. But other than that, you take care.